Right, hi guys. So, new addition to the lens family in my collection of usable pieces of equipment. So, I generally buy new lenses if I know it can benefit me in a good way. I know a lot of people just buy them because they're new and they're cool and everything. But this thing's a little bit different. So this is the, I think it's pronounced right, laowa. 24mm f14 macro probe lens, and it sounds a bit different to the average lens, but for £1,600 in England, comes in a metal case, and it's all very nice. I've already used it a couple of times, but I haven't had much time at all to actually use this thing. But what I've done is just put some white tape on here, mainly just for the lens cap, just so when you put it down you can actually easily spot it. And this one just so I know a depth gauge, because this section here from there to there is fully waterproof, so it allows you to submerge that lens. So it just gives me a tide mark as such, just to keep an eye on that area there, which I'll explain in a minute. It's a manual lens, so you've got your focus and your ratio, so 2:1 macro, 1.5. The average proper macro lens is 1:1 ratio, which that would be, and then you go back to infinity. It's very, very usable. You've got f14 to f40, which sounds crazy when we're used to seeing f2.8 macro lenses, but in the real world you don't use a macro lens at f2.8. You use it at f13, f14 generally anyway, just to get the depth, especially when you're close to things. So it's lovely and smooth, really nicely made. Usual, this is an E-mount, so Sony E-mount, and no electronics at all, apart from this bit here, which I shall explain in a second. So you've got a cable, get rid of this box. When they first made the lens, they actually gave a dimmer cable with it. It's basically got LEDs on the front of it. So if I take the lens cap off, you can then see a bit of focus on there. There you go. So a load of LEDs around there, which means you can light your subject from a very close distance. When they first made this lens, there was a cable, and it was like this. It runs off a power bank or even off your mobile phone if you've got the right adapter for the USB. And basically, you could dim the lights up and down. Well, talking to laowa themselves, they said basically there was a quality control issue with the cables. They couldn't, obviously they kept falling apart, I imagine, which is obviously a little bit annoying. And so I've managed to source one, a different make, which is coming, so I'm going to use a different cable. But there's one little extra thing which I had a good idea, because I'm a little bit scared if I'm using that thing and I actually knock the cable, this connection here may get damaged. So I've bought one of these, little magnetic adapter, and all you do is plug that into your cable. He says that's the right way. There you go, that's in. And then hopefully this is where I hope there's enough room. I don't know if there is. I'm going to have to get an angled one that way. This may not be enough room for this. I literally just came in the post this morning. If I can even get it in there. There you go. So that's now in there. Unfortunately, the magnetic adapter didn't really work, but as you can see there, it works normally. So you unplug that, blah blah blah. Basically you've got waterproof to that point there. One reason that's why I wanted to get a magnetic clip in there, because actually they're relatively well sealed, so it helps splashproof. But also it means if I was to get snagged on the cable or something, it's just going to pull off rather than damage this connection here. It'd just be a lot easier. There are different ones out there. I'm going to see if there's a right angled same sort of thing that's magnetic. Bound to be one out there somewhere. So, but this is the lens, so let's go and use it. I'm going to do some shots now.